As a registered Democrat, no, I'm not voting for Joe Biden. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know how else to put this. Like, you can't pay me enough, you can't gaslight me enough, you can't feed me those weak talking points. I'm not voting for him. I don't see how anybody in their right state of mind can look at what's going on right now, nationally and internationally, and scream Biden 2024. It will not sit well with my spirit to know that I cast a ballot for someone like him. This whole concept of gaslighting people into voting for Biden because he's better than Trump, I'm letting you know it's far gone. I'm gonna let y'all know this, Democrats. If you want Biden to win in 2024, you have to come up with a better talking point than just he's better than Trump.
Yeah, she is right. That is not all. Take a look at this.
Donald Trump is racist. He is anti-feminist. He's going to bring down our economy and he's going to cause World War III. These are things that I used to believe. These are things that I thought, product of social media manipulation and brainwashing. Now I have found that the solution to our worst economical problems is Donald Trump. I come to find out that he is not all these things that I used to believe, but rather he's going to be the one that is going to make America great again.
Yes, I believe you have seen her. Now going into this clip, Ted Cruz stormed CNN Kathleen Collins with her history lessons after she tried gaslighting him on accepting election result. Collins, do you plan to object or will you accept the result regardless of who wins the elections? Ted Cruz, I think that is actually a ridiculous question. It went on and they had to shut down the program. It is important I show you this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share out this video.
You were the first senator to object to the votes. In 2024, will you certify the election results? Do you plan to object, or will you accept the results regardless of who wins the election?
So, Caitlin, I got to say, I think that's actually a ridiculous question.
It's a yes or no question, though.
No, it's not. Let me explain why it's a ridiculous question. It's not a question. You've ever asked a Democrat that?
Of course.
What Democrat?
But what Democrats?
Hold on a second. What Democrats challenge it?
What Democrats? I know. I've been down this road many times.
But
no Democrat. You cannot compare the two situations. We have talked about that. We've seen the audio of that when they protested on the Senate floor.
But hold on a second.
Has you ever had a sitting president who refused to facilitate the peaceful transition of power, refused to acknowledge that his successor won the presidency?
So, A, we did have a peaceful transfer of power. I was there on January 20th. I was there on the swearing in.
Barely.
B, if you look at in 2000, Democrats went to the Senate, or 2001, Democrats went to the Senate floor and objected to George W. Bush. In 2004, they went and objected.
And what did the president do?
In 2016, Democrats went and objected to Donald Trump. And so... Look,
and what happened in 2016? Because I remember a guy named Joe Biden was vice president, and he went to the Senate floor and certified the votes.
So do you want...
Am I wrong?
So you're asking, will you promise no matter what to agree an election is illegitimate regardless of what happens? And that would be an absurd thing to claim. Like, we have an entire election law system that people challenge elections. Elections get overturned. Voter fraud gets proven. That happens all the time. And the media engages in this weird game post-Donald Trump that you insist no voter fraud has ever existed. Why does every state have laws in place to challenge voter fraud if it occurs?
The media
Why do you have election challenges?
This isn't a game.
I tried to look through history and precedent, and the best precedent I could find was the election of 1876. 1876 was between Rutherford B. Hayes and Samuel Tilden. And what happened there were serious allegations of voter fraud, and Congress didn't throw its hands up and say, you know what? CNN demanded that I accept the results no matter what, so ignore the fraud. I got to go. But hold on. What did Congress do in 1876?
What did Congress do in 1876? How did the president handle it?
What did Congress do in 1876?
Senator, I have to know, you can't answer yes or no to this question.
I'm asking a question. What did Congress do in 1876?
You can't answer yes or no to this question. And Republicans...
Can you answer my question? Why are you refusing to answer my question?
I'm conducting the interview with all due respect.
Yes, it was CNN that pushed that propaganda that voter fraud doesn't exist, and anyone who says it does is wearing a thin forehead. That is propaganda, and they made social media companies, to shut down people who said this. That was not all. Take a look at this video.
Because I tried to look, I'm a Supreme Court litigator. I argue cases in front of the Supreme Court.
I know.
I tried to look through history and precedent, and the best precedent I could find was the election of 1876. 1876 was between Rutherford B. Hayes and Samuel Tilden. And what happened there were serious allegations of voter fraud, and Congress didn't throw its hands up and say, you know what? CNN demanded that I accept the results no matter what, so ignore the fraud. I got to go. But hold on. What did Congress do in 1876?
How did the president handle it?
What did Congress do in 1876?
Senator, you can't answer yes or no to this question.
I'm asking a question. What did Congress do in 1876?
You can't answer yes or no to this question. And Republicans,
can you answer my question? Why are you refusing to answer my question?
I'm conducting the interview with all due respect, Senator. And let me ask you, it's Republicans have twisted themselves in knots. It's just a yes or no question. I'm not twisting myself.
I'm answering your question. You just don't like my answer.
And what's your answer? Is it yes or is it no?
So in 1876, what Congress did is it appointed an election commission. It consisted of 15 people. 5 House members, 5 senators, 5 Supreme Court justices. The Election Commission was charged with studying the evidence and making a determination of what voter fraud, and that determined the winner. And what I called for in 2020 was to do the same thing, appoint an election commission, and 11 senators joined me.
Yes, it is ridiculous to me when I realize people like this. This lady cannot allow Cruz to answer the questions. She is interrupting throughout the interview. I don't know if this is done this way. This is the same thing I saw when this same lady, I think it was interviewing Trump, the same thing. It is crazy sometimes when you see people like this behaving this way. The reason you call up somebody for interview, it is to ask questions and the person answers. If you have something to say, you can then say after. Don't just interrupt the person. Okay, you can watch this video. If you are not keen, you will not understand what is going on simply because of her crazy interruptions. She's one of it. The whole country is waking up. This is truly a revolution. I believe you saw that lady, that Latina woman says she is broken, free from the brainwashing, and Trump is not the cause of our problems. Trump is a solution. Reason they are changing their minds. You saw at the beginning of the video where this lady is a racial Democrat. She has changed her mind because she cannot see, what Democrats are running on. The highest thing they do, Biden is better than Trump. That is what they say on a daily basis. And people are not buying that any longer. Now going back into this video, it is insane to ask someone that if this person wins, will you accept the elections? That is a crazy question. Okay, it means if you see things that are not right during the elections, you should just accept. Yeah, because you're scared that people will call you election deniers, things like that. That is the impression these people always like to pass out, which to me is totally not unacceptable. You should be able to question things. Democrats are doing that. They have done that in the past. Then why not Republicans? And they don't call that out. When Democrats were doing it, they were happy. Now Republicans did it. It became a problem.